Well, that's me on my bike, folks. Showing myself like this for all to see is not easy, but I'm caring less and less what people think of me. I wanted to do a video just about cycling, the reasons I started and why I've steered clear of it since being a teenager. And I just hope that might encourage other overweight people not to dismiss cycling out of hand just because of their size, like I've done most of my life. I still haven't tried speaking while riding using my lav mic, but that's something I'll sort out in the future. When I was around 14 years old, I had a buckled wheel on my old rally racer bike. My dad took it to a work colleague who straightened it up, but then when I sat on the bike, the wheel buckled instantly. I know now it was just that the spokes weren't adjusted correctly, so probably needed tightening, so I guess the shop did a terrible job of fixing it. But at the time, I just assumed it was because of my ever-increasing weight. But even back then, I was a big kid. But in hindsight and seeing some old photos, I wasn't really as big as I thought I was. And the bike really should have taken my weight. At my junior school, so I was probably around the age of 10 or 11, I came second in the cycling proficiency test, so that's second in the school. And me and the girl that came first were invited to a national cycling proficiency thing. I'm not sure what it was called. I didn't go because I was too shy. And then skip forwards 40 years roughly, and in all that time I didn't even consider riding a bike again, not after buckling the wheel. It was ingrained deep in my brain that I was too big to ride a bike and that no bike existed that could take my weight. But then a couple of months ago now, I watched a video from an overweight cyclist and it got me wondering, so I did some research and I found a few others around my weight who have already been cycling for a long time. So it gave me some confidence that I really could cycle again. And then a month or two later, now I own a bike. It takes my weight, and every time I ride I feel more confident about it. I think I might be on the limits of the weight it can take. But it seems alright. The wheels haven't fallen off or disintegrated. The frame is solid. I have a slight issue with the front wheel, but I don't think that's anything to do with my weight. I never tear anyone my weight, but for the sake of anyone else who's looking to ride, I'm a little under 300 pounds, so that's roughly 21 stone or 136 kilograms. Now I have lost quite a lot of weight before. I've got down to around 17.5 stone, but I put a lot of it back on again. I have actually been heavier than 300 before as well, but quite a while ago. So if you're in a similar position to me and want the cheapest option for a bike, you may want to start off with a used bike and see how you get on. But avoid racing bikes with narrow tyres for now and aim for something like a hybrid bike. Some people would go for a gravel bike or even a mountain bike maybe. It just depends really on your actual weight and the sort of riding you plan to do. What you initially want to do is find something with a strong frame and strong enough wheels, particularly the rear wheel, as most of your weight is going to be on that. If you prefer to go with a new bike, as I have, many people recommend a fairly cheap Carrera Subway 2. They're hybrids between a road and mountain bike, although some people say they're as good as a mountain bike because they have the same frame as a mountain bike would. They have a strong welded aluminium frame and steel forks, which is quite an important thing. and they had slightly smaller wheels than road bikes with wider tyres, and also the wheel rims are double walled and they got 32 spokes, and all that makes them a bit stronger than a lot of other bikes. And also the gearing is similar to that of a mountain bike, so it will help if you're struggling when overweight to get up some hills. I'm currently only riding on roads or grass, and I'm particularly careful to avoid bumps, which isn't too easy on our roads around here. After several fairly short rides, when I say short I mean maybe half an hour, 20 minutes, I can't do much more than that at the moment. My bike is still holding up well, so as I lose weight, hopefully that will be putting less strain on the bike and it will last longer. What I hope people will take from this is that even if you don't feel you're capable of riding a bike, you probably are if it's something you really want to do, and you shouldn't let your size put you off. Just a few months ago, the thought I'd ever own a bike or be seen in public on one would have made me laugh. It's just not something I would have considered. Me on a bike, that's just madness. Yet I've done it. I still can't actually believe it myself. The scariest thing for me, even worse than the bike collapsing under my weight, was how people would react to me, the looks I would get, and the giggles, which I've always had that. People will say, oh, they're not laughing at you. But yeah, people do. Not many people, but people sometimes do make comments or have a little snigger as you walk past if they see someone who's fat. That's just the way it goes. So I was really worried about that. But I'm not finding it bothering me as much as I expected. Even though I'm on a bike, I'm higher up than people walking, so I'm kind of really on display. I just don't feel as bad as I thought I would. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but obviously it's a good thing. I'm still not physically capable of riding too far, and last night when I filmed a lot of this footage you're seeing, I was out for about half an hour. I was really hurting when I got home, my wrist in particular. That's it for now. As always, please take a moment to click the like button and make a comment, however short, and subscribe to my channel. I plan to do some more cycling videos in the future, or just general exploring ones. I don't have a particular plan. I'll see how this one goes and if it gets much attention. Thanks everyone, and I hope to be back soon.